Hello. I'm here to talk to you today about the sequester and chicken. Now I know what you're thinking. Sequester, chicken, what do those two things have to do with each other? Well, first let's start off with what a sequester is. Now a sequester is a general cut in government spending. And you might be thinking, why do we need a cut in government spending right now? Well, you see, in August of 2011, Congress and the U.S. government in all was close to reaching the debt ceiling, which is the maximum amount of money that the government can spend in a year. And in order to properly function the government, the Budget Control Act of August 2011 was passed. And one of the conditions of this bill was that, along with increasing the debt ceiling $2.1 trillion, that in 2013, by March 8th, Congress would have to come together and come to a conclusion on a deficit reduction plan in order to decrease the debt ceiling. Because a debt ceiling is actually how much debt we're in, and let's face it, the U.S. government's in a lot of debt right now, and that's a modest statement. What basically happened was, since Congress can't come up with a way to reduce taxes, or reduce government spending, we basically have automatic mandatory cuts that need to be made anyways, which are equal to about $1 trillion, but then we're also cutting government spending at about $1.2 trillion in order to reduce the initial amount of money that was used to increase the debt ceiling. And where this affects us as U.S. citizens is that scientific research, STD protection, unemployment, emergency response, Head Start programs, meat inspection, those kinds of things, they all get government spending cuts at about 5 to 10% in each area. Basically, they're meant to be even in all areas of government spending, so that when they come together, it equals a large amount. The government's trying to get around $210 billion every year from 2013 till 2021, which will eventually equal out to around $2.1 trillion. And what the main problem here is that if we're cutting government spending to government agencies and organizations, we're going to be losing jobs, such as in the meatpacking industry, where we have USDA meat inspectors. This is where the chicken comes in, okay? I personally am a weightlifter. I eat chicken every single day. You know, raw chicken, cooked chicken that's refrigerated or frozen. It's pretty reasonably priced right now. You can probably get chicken at your local supermarket anywhere from $4 to $7, $8, depending on the cuts of meat that you have and how much you get. And me personally, I have a $60 spending limit on groceries every week. Now, if I'm buying 7 bags of chicken every week that I eat every day, and they cost $5 a bag, just say, that's $35 of money coming straight out of my pocket. And now, if we reduce the amount of USDA inspectors that are inspecting our meat, our total supply of meat is going to decrease, because we'll have less people inspecting the meat, less meat and all will be inspected, and therefore we will have less meat being supplied to the nation. Now, let's just say that meat went up by $1. Okay, so every single bag of chicken that I'm buying is now $6. My amount of money spent on chicken every week goes from $35 up to $42. That's a $7 increase. Alright, and now out of a $60 budget, that's about 11% of my budget going towards chicken. I need to buy other things too. Alright, I'm your average middle class citizen. I go to school. I'm going to college. I need federal aid. I need scholarships. All right, I work. I make money. Alright, I need money from the government too. Alright, it affects me as a middle class citizen because I can't afford meat if I can't afford chicken. Chicken isn't oil, alright? It's not gasoline to fuel our cars, alright? It's not electricity, alright? It's not, it shouldn't be something that it gets affected by government spending, by cuts. Like, what makes America such a great country is the fact that we have such great programs for the people. And two of the great programs that we have in America are we have great scientific research and we have great medical research. And that means that basically our people are healthy. Alright, people are living longer, we have better medications for deficiencies, diseases, all that kind of stuff. But people need to eat. Alright, chicken is a high in protein, low in fat meat. It's very healthy. I love chicken. I'm a chicken man. I eat it every single day. And I'm just a single person. Imagine a family of 5, that makes $100,000 a year, 3 kids, 2 parents. Alright, they can't afford chicken anymore. Alright, that's expensive. That's expensive for an average family. And what really gets me shooken up is that we're trying to reduce the debt ceiling in order to decrease the amount of money or the amount of debt that the government is in. But by doing so, we will be cutting jobs and increasing taxes and how much food costs, let alone medicine or other products that are produced in America. It just doesn't work that way. We don't get out of debt by decreasing the number of jobs available and then increasing the cost of things in order to pay for government spending, because government spending is being cut. It just doesn't work. Alright, and this all resulted because Congress, after 2 years, they knew when the deadline was, after 2 years, could not come to a simple conclusion on the deficit reduction plan. And Congress needs to get on it. Alright, we can't, we just got out of a depression. Alright, currently economy is doing better according to some economists. I think we've definitely improved since 2007. We definitely have more jobs, housing is definitely more affordable nowadays, and things are definitely coming back on, but we're just going to go straight back down if we reduce the jobs that apparently, if we would take away some of those 6 million jobs that Obama claims have been produced over the past 35 months, we're going in circles again. Alright, we're still in a recession trying to get out, so putting ourselves deeper into a recession or even a depression, it just doesn't work. That's not how, no. That's as simple as that. We need to Congress needs to come up with a compromise. We need to come up with a better system in order to reduce the debt ceiling. Because if we can't afford food, what else can we buy? What's the point? If we can't afford food, we can't live. We're not going to live life prosperously. The American dream is pretty much shot, and we're living day by day. Gotta fix it.